The following is a stupid line. If you identify your addiction, then 50% of your problems are already solved. Well, tell me something. Didn't your smoking, and drinking problem get identified years ago? So did the 50% thing work? Well, there's a simple formula for your addiction. Expectation minus reality equals to a gap. That gap is your addiction. Imagine you expect a present. Your brain gets excited before you open it. But the moment you open it, you realize that the present is smaller than you imagined. So your brain now needs something to keep filling this gap. Over the time, as this gap keeps getting larger, your brain starts creating its own happiness. It rewires itself to treat feeding your gap as a basic survival. And things go worse when over time your dopamine changes from the reward chemical to a prediction chemical. You planning to smoke, you planning to open that tab, that's enough to fire the receptors in your brain. So now by the time you choose doing the action, your brain already sent the memo 3 seconds ago. So what do you do here? Are you a gone case? Well, the answer is no. Your brain isn't addicted to the action. It's addicted to the relief. And there are only 2 ways to close that gap. So here's the first way. Backed by psychologist Alan Marlatt, load your weapon. Open the timer app on your phone, and now every craving you've ever had has a ticking bomb attached to it. The time is 20 minutes. 0 to 5 minutes, enemy at the gates. This is the ambush. Your brain hits you with everything it has. Loud, urgent, it feels like if you don't act on the feeling right now, something terrible will happen. But nothing terrible happens. The wave is only designed to make you surrender before the battle even starts. Hold the line. 5 to 12 minutes, the siege. The enemy is still there. He's still loud. But notice one thing. These guys have stopped advancing. It's like they're all behind a wall shouting with all their might. The test is to see who holds their position longer, you or them. 12 to 20 minutes, the retreat. They're pulling back because they know they weren't meant to last this long. Every urge, no matter how big it is, will only last for 15 to 30 minutes if you don't feed it. The timer hits 0 and you did not replace it with push-ups. All you did was just wait and the enemy left. But hey, don't get happy because the enemy returns. And you might have stopped him once, but how will you stop the core reason for which he keeps coming back? Way 2. See, don't get me wrong, the timer thing works, but there's something you didn't notice when you started it. Go back to the siege. Something else was moving underneath. Maybe it was a memory, maybe it was grief, maybe an insecurity, but the feeling was so heavy that it made everything around it feel pointless. All these years, your brain discovered a new way to tackle this. So every time that feeling tried to surface, your brain fires the urge first. Mind you, this feeling is not a side effect of the addiction. It is the reason this addiction keeps coming back. So now when the timer hits 0, don't move. Stay in the room with whatever crawled up feeling you have underneath. Don't name it, don't solve it, just feel it. And if it crosses the 20-minute mark, good. Have the courage to sit with it anyway. And if you do this once, I promise you that the next time this urge comes, it's going to be weaker. Do it again and it gets weaker still. And finally, your addiction will have no underlying reason to keep coming back. That's the whole game. Not the 100 Superman push-ups. Save those for the gym. Sub if you failed a one-hand push-up. Block me if you're still convinced the push-ups would have worked.